Prime Minister lauds Paralympians, encourages to work towards motivating people. And Vice President dedicates 105 megawatt rooftop solar power plant, stresses on sustainable energy. A very good evening, viewers, and welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin from the studios of DDK Guwahati. This is Ajanta Chaudhary, now with the details. In Gujarat, following BJP's legislative meeting, which was held today afternoon, Bhupendra Rajnikant Patel was announced as the next Chief Minister of the state. Outgoing Chief Minister Vijay Rupani had proposed the name of Bhupendra Patel in the Legislative Party meeting, which was unanimously accepted. Meanwhile, BJP Central Observer Narendra Singh Tomar has officially declared Patel MLA from Ghatlodia seat of Ahmedabad as the new leader of BJP Legislative Party. Patel will be sworn in as the new Chief Minister tomorrow. Meanwhile, best wishes have started pouring in from all corners of the country. Union Minister for Tribal Affairs Arjun Munda, in his two-day visit to Assam, attended a conference on the voice of Northeast Janajatiya leader today at the Assam State's Guest House, Guwahati. He reviewed and addressed the tribal leaders from different corners of the region during the conference. Discussions on ground-level implementation, challenges and progress of different tribal development schemes were also carried out. Initiated by TriFed, the aim of this program was to bring about a complete transformation of tribal lives and livelihoods across the country and progress towards an Atmanirbhar Bharat. Meanwhile, Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, along with other state government ministers, were also present in the program.
और कम समय में टारगेट कैसे अचीव करें আমি ন্যূনতম মূল্য দিম যে ইমান প্ৰাইজ আপুনি পাবই আৰু সেই প্ৰাইজটো দি আমি সেই প্ৰডাক্টবোৰ কিনিম তাক আমি
In order to ensure the availability of edible oil to consumers at fair prices, the Union government has further reduced the standard rate of duty on crude palm oil, crude soybean oil and crude sunflower oil to 2.5% and the standard rate of duty on refined palm oils, refined soybean oil and refined sunflower oil to 32.5%. It may be noted that the international prices and thereby domestic prices of edible oils have been ruling high recently, which has been a serious concern for inflation as well as the consumer's point of view. Food and Public Distribution Ministry stated that with the current and latest reduced import duty worth 1,100 crore rupees in a year, the total direct value of benefits is expected to be passed on to the consumers.
सोयाबीन की फसल आने वाली है उसके ऊपर भी चर्चा हुई और मध्य प्रदेश और महाराष्ट्र ने ये बताया कि जो आने वाली फसल है वो
In connection with the unfortunate Jorhat Ghat boat tragedy, 10 persons have been arrested. Employees of the Inland Water Transport Department and Ghat, Dhanbar Das, Jogen Das, Biju Kumar Das, Jayanta Datta, Binod Barwa and Babul Neog are among the arrests made by Jorhat police last night. On the other hand, Majuli police have arrested ticket collector Bipul Bora, driver Utpal Bora, Prohanta Pamegam and owner of Ma Komala, the ill-fated boat which capsized in the Brahmaputra, Paniram Kalita's son, Gautam Kalita. Interrogation is under process. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has exhorted the para-athletes to identify and work in few areas outside sports to motivate people and help bring about changes in order to mark the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Modi said Paralympians have become celebrities due to their hard work and people will listen to them and accept their views, which can play a big role to bring changes in the country. Meanwhile, the Paralympians too shared their experience and challenges and lauded the Prime Minister for his continuous support and encouragement. Meanwhile, it may be mentioned that with the country sending the highest ever contingent of 54 Divyang sportspersons in the recently concluded Tokyo Paralympics, the Indian Paralympians created history by winning 19 medals.
पहले क्या था, कल क्या हो सब छोड़ दीजिए। आने वाली कल आपके लिए बहुत उज्जवल है और इसका पूरा फायदा उठाइए। मैं हर पल आपके साथ हूं।
Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu today called upon large institutions and government organizations to adopt sustainable energy practices in their operations. After dedicating the 105-megawatt rooftop solar power plant erected in Jawaharlal Institute of Postgraduate Medical Education and Research, JIPMER, Puducherry, Naidu suggested to make rooftop solar 67 crore rupees and is expected to save 1 crore 70 lakh rupees every year, owing to a reduction in the electricity bill, thereby allowing recovery of the entire cost in 4 to 5 years.
Greater awareness among the people on the benefits of installing solar panels on their rooftops. Massive campaign must be undertaken to widely publicize the subsidy and incentive programs of the government so that more and more people come forward to set up solar plants on their rooftops.
The National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test Undergraduate NEET UG 2021 examination was held today across the country, keeping in mind the COVID-19 protocols. The exam took place between 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Meanwhile, the candidates were provided N95 masks and sanitizer sachets at the test centers. The exam was conducted by the National Testing Agency at different centers located in 202 cities throughout the country and abroad.
सैनिटाइजर लेके आना है, डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करके रखना है। आप से जानना चाहेंगे कि एड्रेस कोड है इस बार के एग्जाम, पहले नहीं होता था, तो उसको आप लोग किस तरह से फॉलो कर रहे हैं, उस मान रहे हैं?
जी सर, अब की बार जीन्स वगैरह मना करी है, हाफ बाजू की टी शर्ट अलाउ नहीं है और किसी भी तरह हाथ में कड़ा या फिर स्टील की चीज़ें अलाउ नहीं है, जीन्स और पैर में।
In Mizoram too, the NEET Undergraduate 2021 exam was held today at 4 centers, where a total of 1,508 aspiring students gave the exams. The exam was simultaneously held at Pachunga University College, T. Romana College, Aizawl North College and Kendriya Vidyalaya. Students were screened for temperatures before the exams and were instructed to sit at a safe distance from each other while they were invigilated through CCTVs. Special arrangements were also made for isolation of students who might have showed symptoms of COVID-19. This year's NEET exam has 100 MBBS seats for Mizoram, out of which 15 seats were reserved for All India quota, while 85 seats were reserved for Mizoram quota. In Meghalaya, as part of India's Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebration, the government, in collaboration with Meghalaya Model United Nations MMUN, held an award ceremony for winners of different state-level competitions organized virtually by MMUN and Ramakrishna Mission Cultural Center. This was held at the Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda Cultural Center, Shillong. Gracing the occasion as chief guest, F.R. Khargonkar, Commissioner and Secretary, Department of Arts and Culture, appreciated the efforts put up in organizing virtual competitions despite the pandemic. Now on to the COVID update from the nation. India has administered over 73 crore 82 lakh doses of COVID vaccine so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. As per the Union Health Ministry, more than 72 lakh 86,000 vaccine doses were administered in the last 24 hours. The ministry further said more than 34,000 patients recovered during the last 24 hours, with the national recovery rate reaching 97.51%. With this, more than 3 crore 24 lakh people have recovered from COVID-19 in the country so far. Currently, India's active caseload stands at 3,84,921. This constitutes 1.16% of the total reported cases. Meanwhile, with 338 deaths reported in the last 24 hours, the total death toll in the country has mounted to over 4,42,655. In the COVID update from the region, Arunachal Pradesh logs 561 active cases, 52,879 discharged cases, while the dead account for 270. In Assam, the caseload for active cases is 4,566, while 5,83,193 have been cured. The tally for the dead is 5,740. With 2,847 active cases, Manipur recorded 1,12,243 discharged cases. The death toll stands at 1,809. Saddled with 1,913 active cases, Meghalaya has recorded 74,750 cured cases, even as the dead account for 1,352. Mizoram has a caseload of 12,429 active cases, followed by 58,175 released cases. The dead account for 236. Nagaland has 639 active cases, as cured cases logged at 29,319. The tally for the dead is 636. Reporting 863 active cases, Sikkim has notched up 29,325 released cases. The death toll is 377. Lastly, Tripura reports 544 active cases, 82,248 cured cases, and the dead account for 805. In a positive development in Meghalaya, a program was held at the MS Swaminathan Hall of the ICAR Research Complex for NEH region Umiam to distribute appointment letters to 172 casual labourers of temporary status. They have now been appointed as skilled support staffs. The newly appointed skilled support staff will also be eligible for the benefits of pension, gratuity and GPF at par with regular central government servants. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. V.K. Mishra, Director, emphasized on the fact that this is the recognition of years of hard work put forward by the temporary status employees. The Northeast Frontier Railway has recently introduced a new service named Steam Jungle Tea Safari between Siliguri Junction and Rongtong Station section on the UNESCO World Heritage Site, Darjeeling Himalayan Railway. The Steam Jungle Tea Safari toy train service has been planned to run on regular basis depending on demand. It is provided with the facilities of Vista Dome coach and hauled by Heritage Steam engine. The toy train travels through the scenic beauty of the tea gardens apart from breathtaking views of lower Himalayan hills. There are provisions of 14 passengers in the Vista Dome coach. However, additional coach can also be attached depending on demand. Meanwhile, tourists can enjoy the flavor of the world-famous Darjeeling tea during the 3-hour journey. For more updates, viewers can also watch our bulletins and other programs on our YouTube channel, DD News Guwahati. And to end the news, the main points once again. In Gujarat, Bhupendra Rajnikant Patel to be sworn in as new Chief Minister of the state. Union Minister Arjun Munda attends conference on tribal development and schemes in Guwahati. Centre reduces standard rate of duty on crude and refined edible oils. Prime Minister lauds Paralympians, encourages to work towards motivating people. And Vice President dedicates 105 megawatt rooftop solar power plant, stresses upon sustainable energy practices. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.